Hey guys, I'm driving home from work and I read something today that I wanted to share. It was kind of quite profound to me. I have lived a life that has seen I've had a lot of challenges, let's just say that. I grew up in a very abusive home. My father was nuts. He was very physical with my mother and myself. My mother was mentally ill and ultimately was unable to take care of me. And that led to a lot of childhood turmoil. I was ultimately adopted and my father ultimately left. I was never raised by my mother, and it caused a lot of heartache and turmoil in my life. A couple other bullet points. I lost my sister in a car accident. I've been to war. I've seen the worst in humanity. I've had friends hurt, injured, killed. It was a workplace incident that involved a shotgun. There are a lot of things in my life that have been pretty traumatic. And I have always used that trauma to fuel me to do something better. So I was reading The Slight Edge today, and it talked about people who are successful in their pursuits versus people that aren't. And I would say with my upbringing, there's a very small percentage of people that could. I am not tooting my own horn. I am not that way. But I look back and I analyze this. And I'm like, statistically, what's happened to me doesn't happen to most people. I am what I perceive to be a success with my military career. There's still goals that I'm trying to pursue, but coming from where I've come from, I feel like I've came out of the ashes and I'm doing pretty well for myself given the circumstances. And all of the negative things that have happened in my life, I have used that as fuel to propel me to the next level. I tap into those deepest and darkest moments of my life, and I'm like, I'm not going back to that. I've overcome that. I can overcome this issue that I'm having in my life right now. And in The Slight Edge, it talks about how unsuccessful people cannot let go of the past, and they revel in it, and they just won't let it go. They bring it up all the time. They use it as an excuse to stay where they're at. They won't grow because they can't let it go. And I know people that do that. I know people that use their past to not only they won't let go, but they won't grow themselves. They use it to take advantage of other people and organizations, and it absolutely it's sad to me because I don't know if they don't know any better. Maybe they don't think that there's any hope for them. I just wish that they would take that mindset and use it in a positive way. And obviously some people have had more traumatic experience than others. But, if you've had a traumatic experience in your life, all I can say is, a lady went across the street. Life sucks. Some people seem to have better lives than others, but it seems most people have some type of trauma, obviously some worse than others. And it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's okay to seek help. I grew up in the Army where that was not okay at one time, and that was very difficult. But I have seen therapists and counselors for some of the things I've had to overcome, and it's absolutely helped me. But there's nothing you can do to change the past. There's absolutely no going back. You can't change it. I could have ran that lady over if I wanted to. I could have not let her walk across the street. There's no changing that. There's absolutely nothing I can do. But you have total control of the future, for the most part. I mean, you can predict what the future is going to be. You control your life. So you can revel in the past and wallow in it, or you can use that as fuel, use that as a tool to get you ahead and get you to your goal. So if you've had a traumatic experience, it's okay to seek help, and I encourage you to do so. but don't let it define who you are. Use that to propel you to another place in your life. You'll be so much better for it. You'll be so much happier for it. There will always be a dark spot in your life, but you can make your life better. And that really stood out to me in that book, because I'd always wondered why I was able to do the things. Well, I've always had a drive in me to do something better. And for the longest time, I did cope with all that negativity, but I did it in bad ways. Like, I would say I've always been a good soldier, but like in my off time, like throughout my 20s, I played video games, I drank beer, I was not productive, I was not achieving my goals. I had goals in life, but I was using video games as a way to just be an escape from reality, to a point that it was toxic to my life. And there was a wake-up moment where I'm not getting to where I need to be. I have these specific goals, and I really had to evaluate my life, and I wasted years of my life coping in a negative way. And I know that there are other people out there like that. So I would just encourage you to, like I said, if you have traumatic experiences in your life, seek help, but don't let it define who you are. Use that as fuel. Use that as a tool to get you to the next level. Because, like I said, you cannot change the past, but you certainly have control over the future. So that's really all I had to say. I hope you have a great day. Take care.